Hello everyone and welcome back to Jubilante's Direwolf 20 Season 6 Let's Play Along series. This will be episode 11. Last episode we started some Thaumcraft, and this episode I'm flying around looking for aura nodes. They're really hard to find, and let's see, it's about to be nighttime, of course, so let me grab a sleeping bag. And yeah, the only way you can really find them is by looking through the thermometer, because otherwise they're just like little specks that you might see when you walk by them. There we go. Alright, see how it replaced my chest piece. Anyway, let's eat a little food. And yes, I'm flying around in bat form because I'm lazy. And these things are really hard to find. I've been marking them on my map, so all of these are nodes. You notice they tend to be just really random in their placement. Some zones have a lot more than others, and there's actually a number through here. I was searching through this Greatwood Forest because silverwood trees tend to have pure nodes in them, but unfortunately they don't have many aspects. So yeah, I've just been wandering around looking for this so I could charge up my new wand. I made a gold banded Greatwood wand. Not exactly the best, but it's like the middle tier. It's getting there. Let's see if we can find a node on camera for you guys. But yeah, because eventually I want to be able to, set up a giant Thaumcraft room, get everything ready, but right now I'm just trying to do all the research and get through the basics. The research has actually been going pretty quickly. Like I said, I like the improved research. One thing I forgot to mention that I think is absolutely awesome about the new research method is that you can actually decide what you want to research. Like the fact that you go in there and click on the research note that you want is just freaking awesome. I don't know why that was never a thing before. But basically being able to... Oh, we found a meadow. Cool. That means this will have extra diamonds if we dig down here. I might have to start heading this way, although, I mean, I have a lot of diamonds, but maybe if I set up a quarry or something, I could hide it under here. I don't really want to destroy the landscape, but, it might be worth it. Anyway, like I said, these nodes are really, really hard to find, so... Yeah, I've not been having that much luck with these. So, just keep on looking. Maybe I will cut and be back when I find one, since I seem to not be having very much luck. So, I found a node, and the cool thing about it is you can actually see them through terrain, so you see it glowing over there. I mean, that doesn't help as much as you would think, because they're still really hard to see, and they're really easy to pass. So you just right-click to examine it to see what aspects it has, and now I'm going to put a marker. So it has air, aqua, herba, I think that is, and perdido, all at around. This one actually has different amounts. I'm going to say, we'll say 30. I usually put, what it has on it and about how much and the location so I can find it again. So yeah, that's node hunting, and then I guess I should try to see without the thing. I can't even see it. Like, where did it go? Maybe that's why I couldn't see it. Yeah. See, it's a faint little wisp. So let's suck up what we can. Now, I have the research that allows me to node preserver, so it won't draw all the V out of the node, which is good, because if you draw all the V, it like weakens the node and possibly destroys it. I don't know. So yeah, I'm pretty safe just sucking up as much as I need. Okay, my wand's pretty good. It has at least a little bit of everything, which is nice. I don't think I've examined melons before. Let's see. Cool, so yeah, I might fly around and look for a few more nodes, but then I'm going to get back to some research. One thing I want to make is I think it's in here. Yeah, the goggles are revealing. Basically, this is a thermometer for your head that you can actually wear. It's much nicer because it allows you to see the nodes and stuff without having to look through this little viewing glass. So in fact, I might go ahead and head back home and make those right now, because that'll make this whole experience a lot easier. So I'll meet you back there. Alright guys, so I'm just grabbing the stuff I need to make the new Goggles of Revealing. I need another thermometer. So if we go back to that, that was 2 shards, 2 gold, and a glass. And we'll probably use earth again because, yep. And then I grabbed the leather and some more gold. So I think I should have everything now. Let's use our fancy elevator. Fancy. Let's make the the other thermometer real quick. I have my old wand in here, so it still has a little bit of charge. And then we can put this, and this, and this, I think. Yes, awesome. I could actually make it with my old wand too, so kind of... Anyway, so now I can put these on instead of a helmet. And now it reveals things, so yeah. Unfortunately, my skin doesn't line up exactly right, but whatever. So yeah, now I have those. I'll probably just put this helmet back just in my miscellaneous stuff. So that should allow me to now see the nodes without having to use the thermometer or anything. Is that my horse? Why is he one? The lead keeps disappearing and he just randomly wanders off. And of course he has a jester's hat just to, salt in the wounds to laugh at me. Yeah, see, he's usually tied up here, but I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, I guess we'll use him to ride over here. Because I know there's a node right over here. So if you see these totem things, they always have like nodes in the top. So yeah, so I can see the aura nodes. Although I did forget, I guess I need to make another thermometer because I don't think you can research stuff without it. Yeah, so I'll make another one. And then I'll probably be flying around and looking for nodes, doing some more research. And then I have a few other plans. I really need to make a sugarcane and cactus farm. And I'm thinking with a cactus farm, honestly, a plain old vanilla cactus farm is pretty easy to build. So I might set that up. And then for sugarcanes, I'll figure out what I want to do with that. Because I'm going to need a lot more paper. And I might as well do cactus while I'm at it. So yeah. So once I get all this done, I will be back. Oops. And see you soon. Holy crap, you guys. I found it. I actually found it. I did not think I ever would. But it is the Direwolf 20 hat. Ah, it's so cute. He's got a little wrench. I love it. Yep. Well, back to node hunting. Okay, guys. So this is completely random, but I've decided I needed to go ahead and make this real quick. Remember the tank I was getting ready to set up a while ago? Yeah, well, we're about... I really need to go ahead and make it because the animal farm out there is, killing lots of mobs, and I want to collect the mob essence because we're going to need it in a bit, so I don't want to waste too much. We need glass panes for this, yeah. How was it again? I think that's all, and then for these I need some iron bars and a lever. I don't know if I have some iron bars. I definitely don't need 8 valves right now, but having extra is never too bad. So I'm going to go put this down out here. I'm not going to put it very far away from my farm, just so I can actually, just pipe the fluid here real quick. I think if we put it here, I don't have any dirt on me, but let's do this. So I think if we go all the way down here, it's gonna be, let's see, how many tall is that? I think I have it in mind to make it 4 blocks tall. So if we go through the wall here, we should be right behind. So here's our grinder. Let's see what happens if we build the base here. So basically you can make it, it needs to be an odd number base. Oops, so that you basically have a center block. And then you can make it essentially however tall you want. I can make it one more up. It's bat to make this a little easier. Or I guess I could go ahead. So I'm going to need a valve to bring it in, and that's the only valve I'll put there for now. I can always add one later for pulling the stuff out. So I didn't make enough of those. I think I made this taller than I really meant to, but that's fine. I'm just sorry, I'm going to take up a little more time. And we'll do 9 on top. And that should complete the multi-block. Yay, so we can hold 720,000 buckets. That's pretty good. And now I'm going to need, let's just put these in here for now. Actually, I probably wanted to keep that wood, but it's alright. Oh, I thought I had Railcraft stuff in one of these. Darn it. Let's put it in here, I guess. What was I looking for? Oh, my Fluidox. That might be enough. I should probably make a couple more. I don't remember what they are. 10 copper or something. Fluidox. I think that's enough. Okay. So we'll need to get under here. And, okay, so we need to pull the fluid out of here. And this is the part where I regret, because like I said, you don't really want to put the animals in there. Let's hope they don't all climb out, but... Alright, I think I trapped them. They were trying very hard. So let's make this run under... Of course I put the valve right there, because I'm retarded, I guess. Let's move it over here. Oh, well, actually, let's hope this works, because I know, well, tanks are a little weird. Like, you can only insert fluid through the, like, upper half, and then you can only drain fluid through the lower, you know, portion, so let's assume I have to run it up there. What part is that? That should be the side. Oh man, I don't think I have enough Fluidox. Nope. Night already, jeez. Let's grab some more Fluidox. Should be plenty. And there we go. This should start filling with mob essence. It's awesome. So now we have a place to store the mob essence. I'll finish covering that up and make sure it looks a little prettier later. And yeah, that's one thing off of our list that we no longer have to do, which is good. And then the next thing I'm thinking of doing is I did a ton of research and stuff off screen. I would really like to make a Thaumcraft room / village because I did all the research for, let's see if I can pull this out. I did all the research for infusion. So I can make an infusion altar, and I have the stuff for Boots of the Traveler and Axe of the Stream and all the stuff that you have to do on the infusion altar, so I definitely want to get one going. And they are big multi-block structures. They look like this. So it's at least going to be, I think that's 7 by 7 minimum. So that you need that space. I need a space for a cauldron. I definitely need space for all the jars to store all the aspects. I need so much room. So I have to kind of plan out what I want. And I'm thinking of building something in this area here. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to claim this area to be. So I kind of have to think of how I want this to look. I'm going to try to make it look kind of nice. I mean, for me, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but I do want to make it look kind of nice, but also be functional. And that's the hard thing with all these mods. It's definitely hard to make functional and, you know, nice looking. So, but you know, I'll try. I'm not great. I'm not as awesome as some people, which makes me sad because I've been watching some people's videos and I'm just like, my goodness, the stuff they build is so cool. I wish I was that good, but you know, I practice, I try, and that's the only way I can find to get better is you just force yourself to try to build cool builds and you hopefully get better at it. So that's what we'll do. I'm gonna plan a little bit off screen and get stuff together and we'll start building. Okay guys, so after much debating and thinking, I think I'm going to set up here. I started doing a little bit of landscaping. I kind of cleared this area out, flattened it a bit, added in some water. Basically my reasons for wanting to do the Thaumcraft room as like a outside open air thing is because the infusion altar and the cauldron can create flux or taint or whatever it's called that can either be liquid or gas form. If it's liquid, it spills on the ground. You have to clean it up by just covering it with blocks. And if it's gas, it floats up. So if there's a ceiling, it means you have to clean it off the ceiling. So if you make it open air, it just floats up and goes away. It might hit my tree or something, but you know, that won't be my problem, I guess. So that's what I'm thinking out here. I kind of want to make sure I've got enough room for everything, so I'm kind of plotting stuff out with the blocks. I'm thinking of putting the cauldron like over here next to the water because it'll need to be refilled with water. So we could put it over here. I'll have to put like lava in the hole because it needs a heat source underneath it. The other thing I'm thinking of is I need an area to recharge my wand eventually. So I'm kind of thinking somewhere over here, or I could even make it up in this area. And then the final thing I have to make room for is eventually I want jars to hold all the different essences we make. So I want them to be near the infusion altar because the infusion altar is what uses them. So I was thinking of making them around the edge. Now the thing is though, depending on where I put the crucibles, when you have golems to essentially take the essence out of the crucibles and put them into the jars, I think is the most efficient way to do it. And the golem's pathing gets really bad when they have to walk around the infusion altar, because generally you'll have stuff to help reduce the instability and stuff on the ground, and it's all like micro blocks and stuff, and the golems have a terrible time trying to path around it. So basically the way you can fix that is to essentially kind of make a path for the golems to walk on, you know, like where you force them to walk a certain way, essentially. And you can do that in various methods. You could kind of block them off. I know in Direwolf's video, I think he eventually just built them like a pathway behind the walls so that he had to go behind the walls and go around the edges instead of walking through the middle. So I could kind of do something similar. I guess I could put like a wall here, have the jars on top of it, and have my crucible back behind here and have the golem like fill it up around. That's certainly a possibility. Or I could maybe even make like a floating platform ring around here, like a shelf area. I'm not sure how that would look either. So, yeah, I mean, my other thing was like I could bury it into the ground even, I suppose, but then it'd have to be kind of deep, and I don't know if that would... I don't know if that would work quite as well. I mean, I guess it could if I dug into the ground about 2 blocks deep, put jars, and then my crucible. But keep in mind, it's my crucible. I'm going to need to be able to access it pretty easily. Um, so, yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll have to play around with it. And I made block of quartz. I farmed a lot of quartz. I like how this block looks. It's really pretty. White is like my favorite color. So, yeah, white blocks I usually like to play with. So, let's see. If I do the bookshelf, or, well, shelf idea, I guess I should say, I can make it about this high. And now the jars would need to be there. There'd need to be room for the golem, so it'd have to be at least this wide. Let's just put these down and see how it looks. I really suck at visualizing things. I have to put them down first. So that's why usually when I'm building, I end up doing things about 50,000 times, which is why I typically haven't been recording me building things, because I take forever to make up my mind. So if this gets too boring, I apologize, but, you know, trial and error is generally the way I work, so let's kind of see how this... And we'll need 54 jars, so that's going to be... I don't know if this is actually even enough. And I'm going to go ahead and cheat a bit with Blaze so that we can fly. Alright, so it looks like it's nighttime too, so let's go sleep. Yeah, so I'll kind of count the spaces out there, I guess. I thought I made a tape measure. Back to Blaze. See, that's 10 spaces, 12 spaces, so we're up to 22, 7, 29. So yeah, that's barely halfway to the number of jars we need. So I guess I could put 2 rows of jars, or I could stack them on top of each other even. I don't know if that would look really good though. Okay, sorry for that. It looks like my game crashed due to some Java error, and it corrupted the world, so I had to essentially, you know, save my world, which meant I was able to copy everything over and get back to where I was, but I lost everything in my inventory, so I kind of had to hack back in my tools that I lost. So yeah, that took a little while to recover, so... where were we? Maybe... I'm a little worried now, but we'll see how this goes. So anyway, I was talking about the jars up here. I guess I'll eventually figure out how I want to place them. I kind of like this little walkway up here as like an area to keep the stuff, I guess. And I'm thinking if I extend this platform a little bit, I can make this my wand charging area, and the crucible can go up here too. So I'll have the crucible and the golems running and filling up jars up here, so they'll be surrounding this, and then we'll have I guess I don't have cobblestone because I lost it. We'll have what was I saying? One charging station. Yeah, so let's leave a bit of space. I'm going to kind of block out where I want the wand charging. Maybe here. So this will be the center. This will be where the pedestal will be. And these other blocks are where I'm going to place nodes when I get them. So we want a little bit more this way. 1 or 2 more probably. Sorry, I'm lagging a little bit. It's causing me issues. Alright. Oh. Definitely a little bit laggy. Sorry. Okay, so this will be a nice little platform area. Because I'm thinking I can build, like, stairs or something to kind of go up here. I don't know. I don't really have a plan. Like I said, I just kind of throw stuff together. And then back here, we possibly some other stuff. I wanted to plant some silverwood trees around in this area to kind of make this like a little grove, if you will. It's my Thaumcraft grove, so I like the idea. I think it's gonna look kind of nice. So this will be one charging. I'll have a bunch of aura nodes up here. I'll have some trees and stuff growing back here, and I'll have golems walking around on this platform up here, and then down here is where I'll do all my magic. I think it sounds pretty good. I might also, I need an area for like the research table and the crafting table, but not entirely sure where I want to put them. I mean, I could honestly leave them in my bedroom probably. They don't necessarily have to be near all this other stuff, so for now I'll probably just leave them in there, and if I figure out where I want to put them down here, I will move them. But yeah, for now I'm thinking, and I could do like, back here could be like a little stepping down area, so I could have a platform here or something that, is like another area where I work, or I could maybe put the crucible back here and the golems would run it up around here instead of putting it over here. That might make more sense. I don't know. Mostly because I don't know. I guess it would depend on how far the golem's range is. I think they have pretty good range, but yeah, it'll require some experimenting and we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do now is, this video is probably running a little long anyway. I'm going to finish kind of I don't think I want to clean this area up too much. I think it's kind of okay the way it is. I mean, eventually, it needs to look maybe a little nicer, but should we do like so it's actually standing or something? I don't know. Does that look better? Although that's not even, is it? This one goes over here, so yeah, so something like that anyway. So it kind of looks like it's standing. I could probably put things in the corners over here too, so it, doesn't look like it's just floating. Actually looks like it's standing on something. I don't know if I really, oops, if I'm like all that great at the realism. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna I'm gonna get a cauldron and stuff ready and make sure I have all the research ready to go, and then we're gonna start filling this place in. Yeah, and hopefully this will be a really good Thaumcraft area to do all our magics in. Okay, see you soon. Okay guys, yeah, this video is definitely on the long side, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Apologies for the weird microphone stuff going on a little bit earlier. I just changed my microphone jack around and stuff, so it's been a little weird. I think I've kind of got it back to where it needs to be. But yeah, thanks for watching, and next episode we'll finish up the Thaumcraft stuff. I'll start putting all the pieces together, and we'll play around with a little bit of magic probably. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.